Allow. It's like the mountain. It's not moving but still moving, isn't it? You're sitting on the silent rock which is still yet still not still. It's moving. The earth is absolutely moving so fast, yet it is so still. So it's a very shared experience. A lot of time when you are going to deep states of meditation, you start having Kundalini experiences, that the body will start having out of control experiences. So the most important thing in that is not to freak out, not try to analyze it, not try to control it. Just allow, give absolute permission for it to express itself the way it wants to. It's a very shared experience. A lot of people will have that when we start hitting a certain stage in their meditation, where the body will start going into, sometimes will have, like you will feel like there is this kind of shocks you are experiencing in your spine. Sometimes you will feel this uncontrollable shaking. Sometimes automatically you will feel, and it's, you want to stop but you can't stop. It will just go like that, and it's such an amazing experience. Have you had it?
No? Yes. Well, it usually takes me a while to access it, but it happened within moments of going into the cave.
Yes, there is already meditation there. It's waiting for you. The moment you go there, it catches you. Yes, it's exactly. So that's just allow it. It's a very shared experience. A lot of people will, when they go to a certain stage, they will start to have that. So just allow. Don't try to analyze it. Don't try to control it. Don't get attached to it. Just whenever it happens spontaneously, allow and then rejoice. Yeah, it's great. You see, you can't achieve those states of consciousness through drugs. It's impossible. You can have a glimpse of that. That's all. You can't achieve it. So that's a, to achieve means that you are there, you're established in that. You can never be established in that state of consciousness by drugs, because an artificial means, all it does is just, those drugs, there is a, what your body does when you ingest the drug, right? When you take this hallucinate, they will slow down your neuroreceptors, right? They will slow down the brain function, and so it gives you enough gap between thought. Do you understand? It's slow. Most of the drugs, what they do, when you talk about hallucinogenics, mushrooms or even marijuana or ayahuasca, they're really going out straight away. Their cells, molecules are going and depositing themselves on neuroreceptors. They're slowing down the neurological functioning of the brain. So there's a natural slowing down in the brain, right? And that gives you enough gap to glimpse what is. Just a glimpse. Yeah. So for some people it can work. I mean, if that's all you have access to. But I have always suggest to be independent experiencer than a dependent experiencer. Then when you are a dependent experiencer, then you will be dependent, and after a while you have to ingest more and more. So it's a trap. It's a very thin line there. I mean, ayahuasca has gained immense popularity in the last few years, and what they don't realize, that ayahuasca was done by shamans who were living in a particular environment. They were following a particular lifestyle, and they weren't just doing flying there and doing ayahuasca and then going back into their work. You understand? Just, oh, I'm there for 5 days and I will do 3 ayahuasca journeys. So now a lot of people, they go there and they are doing like, they're there for a week and they will do like 3 or 4 journeys in that week. That's just a commercial model, and your bodies are not designed to handle that kind of release, you know. But as a herb, ayahuasca for some people can work, you know, if it is done in a proper way. But if you have yoga, why you need it? You don't need it. If you don't have anything, then if you're so in such in a dense state, for some people it can work. Just so, like LSD, you know, it worked. I mean, the 60s were the time when the world, you know, America opened up, isn't it? When the whole experiments in Harvard was it? Timothy Leary and all of those guys, Ram Dass and all of these were the part of the 60s, were the flower generation. One of the reasons, I mean, there was an explosion of consciousness because of these hallucinogenics. Because they didn't have techniques. Now when you have technique, you don't need it. But there is a danger there. When people take on these and they have this euphoric experience, then they start believing that it's the herb. The ayahuasca is what is their practice. So they're just going every few months, and I have met people whose life has been totally messed up because of that. But I have met, I cannot lie, that I have met who had powerful experiences, but they left it. They moved on. It's just exactly like the 60s. People who experimented with drugs, with LSDs or other forms of mind-altering substance, they moved on. They were able to transcend it. You understand? So the only purpose they served was to give you a glimpse of what was possible, but it's extremely temporal. So that's how I look at it, you know.